right? That's what he's pretty much doing off the bench. But what we saw, he was playing park basketball last night on us. That's what killed us. We don't have guys who can run and jump. That's the facts. Nothing about Kyrie. Nothing about Harden. We need players who can play above the rim, who can express themselves physically when these young punks start breaking stuff down and going to the rim and dunking. Right? Hami was 1 for 4 from 3 last night. 1 for 4. And he freaking shot 71% because he could not be stopped going to the basket. This kid, Isaiah Roby, on the season, 8-3. Last night, against our slew-footed Penguins, 5 for 7. Landry Shamet can't guard these boys. Hamidou Diallo on Taurean Prince, he was making a mockery of the game. Their point guard sucked. That played those rotation minutes with them. Theo Maledon was horrible last night, but not horrible enough to stop what was going. They were just going. It was a turnstile out there, and the stats show it. So if you want a stat tonight, look at the plus minus again. Another on a night-to-night basis. I'm starting to find out that I like plus minus more than I claim. Man. And I saw so many good KD plays. Like, as we get into the play of the night, I saw so many good KD plays. So many plays that were just superstar plays. LeVert played pretty good. Pretty good. Right? But for me, the play that, it was 119 left. And after, Durant had just made a couple of free throws. Right? We're making another charge. Right. Diallo gets this rebound, man. I've never, he's not that big. He's also not that strong, but he looked like young Charles Oakley out there, jumping like young Sean Kemp, and he doesn't have the physical size and presence of those guys at all. But Diallo jumped, got the rebound, right? Recycled it out for Roby to come in and dunk it at 148. At the same time, off ball, Diallo got a foul. And one. Game over. These dudes just were, for the problem to have been Dor and Baisley and Diallo and Roby, we do not have players to stick these guys. And these plays where they were getting offensive rebound after offensive rebound and just dunking. Just doing the basic basketball play, playing in the park. They slapped us. It was embarrassing. Because Durant was doing amazing things and we still couldn't catch up. If Kyrie was out there, he would have did the other half of the amazing things and we still wouldn't have caught up. What do we make it, a 6-point game if Kyrie plays? A 4-point game? This loss is on Sean Marks. And Nets fans, we have to start making the noise to let him know we know you didn't really do that much yet. You have not accomplished more than Billy King. And everyone gets mad. Every Nets fan gets mad at me when they say that. Right? I know. Billy King was trash. Yeah, I get it. He was. He did the worst trade ever. But he had two superstars wanting to come here in the form of or he got two superstars to come there. He didn't take care of them. Right? He got KD to agree. He got Darren traded for Darren, got him to resign. Dwight Howard wanted to come there. We won 49 wins. This team is not winning 49 games. This team is not going to win in the playoffs. We're good against the good teams, yeah. But when teams find out that doing the basics is the Nets' problems, running, jumping, and dunking are the Nets' problems, when teams find that out, we're in deep trouble. Sean Marks better do something. Like Zach Lowe has been saying, it's not just me. All the smart people who talk basketball, right? And you guys might think, oh, WFAN, like you might be a Michael K guy. Michael K talks ball. He knows it. Hey, okay, fine. If you're a Michael K guy, if you're what's those other three bozos? I'm losing it because I don't listen to it. But what's those? What is it like? The former hockey player, the former Giants player, Canny. I know him, right? And then like Rothenberg, I think his name is. Yeah, those guys. If those are where you get your basketball takes from, fine. We need James Harden away. Do the Nets regret not getting James Harden? That's your basketball talk. But over here in for the people who really, I feel like my taste of guys, they're saying the same thing. Where are the big wings that could defend or take away or slow down the other team's big wings? Where are those players? And now you can forget about getting a guy like Aaron Gordon, who was available, because they're winning. They're winning with him doing the things that he does, not scoring. We don't need scoring. We need guys who are just going to run and play bully ball when nothing else is working and protect the weak side and just defend. We need a guy that's just rolling around out there on the court looking for a problem. Roby, eat this. Hamidou Diallo, you think you could jump? Eat this. You go elbow in your ribs. Walk that up the court. We don't have those guys. We have Landry Shamet. We have Taurean Prince. That's the work. Having the most scouts in the NBA, that's the work. That's the player that you could get, Sean Marks. This team is going to make the playoffs. We're out of the playoffs right now. This team is going to make the playoffs. But if this team is an 8th seed, a 7th seed, a 6th seed, then Sean Marks, you haven't done a better job than Billy King. You haven't. You haven't. Yes, you got the two best players to ever play basketball in New York City, without a doubt. But the key word in that is New York City. You are a hell of a salesman then. But you have not put a competent team around these two superstars. You haven't. You have rested on your laurels, and it's not good enough. New York City, I'm Yves Darbouz, saying peace for my friend and partner, Samuel LaChao. We will be back doing this. And let's hope the next game we do a little bit better. And let's hope by then our media, Nets intelligentsia, has figured out what's wrong with this team and more people are listening to this podcast, because everything that's happening, I think we've predicted it. Everything that we've said, we've seen. You know what I mean? Like I told you, I went on, not even on our podcast, I went on Evan's podcast. I told you, if you superstars, a human being, it doesn't take Kyrie's name off of it. A human being that gets every single thing that they ever wanted, it is hard to make that human being come out and compete every night. It is hard to tell that human being no. The moment you bring superstars in, your culture is changed forever. That didn't make us lose last night. I hope Kyrie is all right. I hope things are going well for him. I hope, we don't know. It's Schrödinger's Kyrie. All right, everybody. New York City. I don't like celebrating L's. But let's learn something from this. And let's be better. We're playing for championships.